guys. Doing the best way to make XP on this game. I guess efficiently. I'm sure there's better ways of doing this. Don't get me wrong, but I figure I might as well show you one of the best ways to do it. So if you don't know already, the Shadow Man will be up here every time you spawn into a match of Shadows of Evil. And if you shoot him as I'm doing, sometimes it's very finicky registering, but as you can see, I've boosted it to around 15. So now what you want to do is you want to run around and you want to open as many doors as possible, as quickly as possible. Now, is this the best way, like I was saying earlier? I don't know for a fact. I'm sure there are better ways. I've seen some crazy people do some crazy things. They maximize things left and right, and it's unbelievable. But, as you can see here, we're just going to go around, buy some doors, see if the tram's here. The tram is not here. So, what I'm going to do also is, and another thing too, is buying guns and perks is also really, I guess, the more points you spend, the more XP you're going to get. Now, you're going to get the most amount of XP from doors. As you can see, that one door is giving me 250 XP. So I'm just going to run around, open a bunch of doors, maybe buy a gun or two, and then you can even choose once you get a gun and you get stuff open. You could choose to continue playing the game because rounds 1 through 10, whatever however good or you are at zombies, the early rounds are going to be very slow and boring, and you're not going to make a lot of XP per minute if you want to look at it in that sense. It takes you about 5 minutes. If you rush, you can get to round 5 in about 5 minutes or so, maybe a little bit less. Here, the amount of time it's taking you to get the first 5 rounds worth of zombies is going to be about, my guess would be about a minute and a half. I could be wrong. It could be less, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if it's less. But yeah, so you just want to go around. You want to open up all these doors. I know say when you do the pack-a-punch, when you open up the pack-a-punch, you get XP for doing so. You also get XP for, for example, on the giant, when you do the little Easter egg there with the golden gun pistol from online, the Venus flytrap Easter egg. You get XP from doing those things. So if you choose to, you could go ahead and open up the pack-punch afterwards, and then you can even restart if you want. I mean, you don't have to, but it's a really efficient method for making XP. Not to mention, I know I had it just yesterday. You could get the daily challenge of opening, X amount of doors, and if the reward's 5,000 XP, just doing this alone, once you open 10 doors or 15 doors or however many your set number may be for the daily, you're gonna get an extra 5,000 XP, and it's just as it might not be the biggest game in the world you've seen, but it's a small amount, but it adds up. So now I can buy the tram here. That's another 500 points spent, and I'm 7,900 XP away from level 24. Just doing this one more time without even killing zombies is gonna put me right there, if not over the level already. So yeah, and I finished round 15 already too. I did that. I did that in a matter of, I don't even know, maybe a minute and a half. So this in my opinion is the best way to make XP. I don't do it often. Obviously, if you're a really good zombies player, you can make round 50, not necessarily with ease, but if you're good at zombies and you can get round 50 or so, that's obviously going to be probably a better method once you get up there. I've seen people who are good enough that they just make it to around, wave 50 or whatever, and then that maxes out their prestige, whether they were level 7 or 20, it doesn't matter. They can max out their prestige that way. I know not everyone's, a huge leveling person, but just thought I'd share this tip with you guys. Um, just in case you're interested in doing so. So, if it helped you, that's great, and subscribe if it did, or leave a like, and that'd be great. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.